We are officially on World Cup watch in this 2026, and we're going to talk about Croatia. Vatreni, the Blazers, they have qualified for their 7th World Cup. They only missed 2010 since their debut as a nation in 1998, and they've been absolutely dominant. Ranked 11th by FIFA in the world at the moment, they finished qualifying unbeaten with 7 wins and a draw. Their leader is coach Zlatko Dalic, who's been in charge since 2016 in world football. Currently, only Didier Deschamps has been at the helm longer. And their icon, the unbreakable Luka Modrić, the all-time caps leader. He's been the captain of Croatia since 2016. They're absolutely elite, looking for a third straight top 3 World Cup finish. A country of only under 4 million people, and one of those people from Croatia is Marko Šapit, our Croatian journalist and insider that we will bring in at the moment. Marko, coming live from Italy in your coverage of the Olympics. How are you?
Hi everybody. Fine, thanks for calling me, and it's really a pleasure to be a part of your show from Italy, from the Winter Olympics. I'm in a city called Tesero.
Well, from Tesero, we're going to have to shift your focus a little bit to the football just for a moment, Marko, because we want to get the local insight on what's going on with Croatia. I'd love for you to give us the background on what this team is dealing with from a media perspective, from a public perspective going into this World Cup. What are the expectations?
Well, for Croatian national team, the expectations are always high. I mean, not so much the expectations as, let's say, a belief of a nation and hopes of a nation that Croatia can once again do something special like they did in Russia and like they did in Qatar, because obviously there's some special connection between our team and the football World Cup. If you ask the public, most of the people are going to say to you that Croatia is definitely going through the group stage. That's some kind of a minimum that they have to do. I mean, we didn't have such a great draw because the first match is a complicated one versus England. But I think that we can all agree that versus Panama and Ghana, Croatia is the favorite, and that we all can believe that Croatia is going to go through the group stage, go to the knockout rounds. And once you're in the knockout rounds, it's a totally different story, and anything can happen. Everybody believes that this team can repeat stuff that the teams in Russia and Qatar did, because on numerous occasions Croatia showed that it has an unbelievable mental stability, that it has a big heart, that it plays its matches until the last minute. It doesn't matter if it's 90 minutes, 120 minutes, penalties, anything. Anakin, you put something in front of the Croatian national football team, they can cope with it, they can deal with it, and on the most of the times, they can win it.
Well, 100%. And just saying this as an Englishman, I hope everything you said there is wrong just for that one game. But I feel like England and Croatia have had a lot of dealings with each other over the last, I don't know, 20 years or so in my lifetime. I always find it fascinating how this team is always coming up with new ways to win. Obviously, look at Luka Modrić. We've got Guardiola as well, who's obviously played for Man City. But new ways to win, new inventions of how they're going to do it. Where does that fighting spirit come from to the untrained Englishman in the room who's trying to learn about Croatia?
Well, Troy, first of all, Croatians are a pride nation. We take a lot of pride in everything that we do, and we obviously have a huge love for our country. And there's a special connection between Croatia as a country and our national football team. I mean, our other teams have success. Our water polo team is one of the best in the world. Handball team, we had some huge success in basketball in some earlier days. But national team in Croatia is the national football team. People really believe in this team. They always have great energy from our fans, and that support and that energy really means a lot to them. It's not just some small talk or something. They really feel that support, and we all expect that Croatia is going to have a big support from the fans in the United States and in Canada, Dallas, Toronto, Philadelphia, because you have a huge number of Croatians that are living in North America. So the support is definitely going to be there. And once our team has that support behind their back, with all the qualities that they have, with all the good stuff that Croatia always brings to the pitch and off the pitch, I think that's some kind of an ideal combination for big results. The first thing that Croatia always has to do, if you ask me, is to go to these big competitions, World Cup and European Championship, because it's really necessary to be on the big stage for such a small country. And once we are there, we definitely can do big stuff. But first of all, let's get to the big stage, and then when we are there, we have good leadership. We have huge talent in our team. Our captains are always some kind of an iconic figures in our football, in our sports, in our country. If you want, Zvonimir Boban, Nico Kovac, Dario Srna, now Luka Modrić, probably somebody else after Luka, once Luka retires, if he ever retires, who knows? But we always get some kind of a good combination. And definitely there's a special connection between our country and our national football team, and that belief of the nation doesn't create pressure for them. It just creates an extra motivation and pushes them forward.
Marko, my analysis from the outside, I see a lot of these guys who are the sons of the Croatian wars of independence, right? A lot of these guys that lived through these moments. If you talk about pressure is surviving bombs that are dropping in Zadar, and have the career that Luka Modrić had and the success story beyond these difficult moments in the origin of the genesis of your nation, right? So I guess my question is a two-parter. This generation, which is now on the older side, right, has been bred by those communal experiences as a country because of those wars. How much more do they have, and where is the next generation?
Well, I think that some parts of the next generation are already here. And through that chemistry in our national team, and especially that figure of our national team captain, Zvonimir Boban has learned the guys after him everything. Then you got Nico Kovac, then you got Dario Srna, now Luka Modrić, and Luka is passing it to the next generation, because Luka is a guy that's playing every match, that wants to play every match, that needs to play every match, but not just matches. I guarantee you, on every training, Luka Modrić is on 100%, maybe even above that. And once you see him doing such an effort, who can come up with, I don't know, 50%? Everybody goes 100%. Everybody is always on and giving it all when they're wearing the national team jersey, and that's I think that's the big part of the secret of the Croatian football success, because you have those iconic leaders on the pitch and by the pitch that are giving it all for this team. You have fans giving it all, and then everybody just needs to go in.
I mean, the resume speaks for itself, right? Luka Modrić with Croatia. He's their most capped player in team history. 19 World Cup matches, and that they didn't even make 2010. Pretty incredible. Captained the team to their third ever World Cup semifinal in 2022. Let's take a look at the projected 11 for Croatia. Marko, and I would love for you to give me your thoughts on what this 11 is looking like going into the World Cup.
Well, we have a problem in our football, but it's not a new one. We are always lacking speed, and speed is something that this team is also lacking, but we always find a different solution. Croatia is again going to play a football in which they're going to want to have the ball in their feet, want to control the rhythm of the game, have the possession, but not necessarily. If we need to defend, we're going to defend, because the defense is something that I think most of the people are not underlining enough, because Joško Gvardiol is a top center back, left back. He can play anything you want. Šutalo, okay, he has some problems in Ajax, but he's always been great in national team. Stanisic is an important player in Bayern. And now Caleta Car, yeah, he's probably going to have the second spot on center back position, but Luka Vušković is also an unbelievable talent. He's still young, but he also might get a chance, especially if those problems with the injury of Joško Gvardiol continue. And Luka Vučković with Gvardiol could be the next big things for Croatian football, and the stars in the future, those who's going to be the big bosses in the future. Livaković also is really important. He has some, to me, unexplainable problems on club level, but every time that he's on Croatia goal, he's amazing. He's doing great stuff. So defense is okay, and once you're settled in the defense, you can build on that. And I believe that Croatia is going to build on that even in the World Cup, although we are lacking speed.
But the one thing I want to ask you is, just thinking back to being a 10-year-old in the playground, remember trying to be a Davro Šuker. That was who I wanted to be. I remember watching the games in '98 World Cup. Who is the next iconic hero that I can pretend to be when I'm playing football with my kids this year?
It's really difficult to say some other name when Luka Modrić is still around, but Mateo Kovačić is definitely somebody that's going to come after Luka Modrić, and he's probably going to be the next captain of the Croatian national team. And I think that he's going to be that father figure in our team that's going to have a huge impact on the pitch and off the pitch. Striker like Šuker, I think we don't have it right now. Or somebody like, if you remember, Eduardo, who played for Arsenal. He was also a great striker. But Ante Budimir has some different qualities. Andrej Kramarić is an all-round offensive player who can cover 3 or 4 positions. And even Perišić is unbelievable when he plays for Croatia. His impact on our team is amazing. Amazing.
That's Marko Šapit, everybody, commentator and host of HRT, one of the main broadcasters over there in Croatia, in Italy at the moment, covering the Olympics. Marko, thank you very much.
Thank you, Marko.
Thank you, guys. All the best.
All right, we're going to continue our conversation, Troy, and take a look at Croatia's schedule for this group stage against England in Dallas, Panama in Toronto, Ghana and Philadelphia. It's a little bit all over the place, actually. Yeah. But what do you make of their potential run? Are we talking first place finish, second place finish?
Obviously, I'm going to always say England to finish first. I think it's a great point that Marko makes. They are a wonderfully technical football team. They're going to be solid. They play with the ball a lot. I think they're going to struggle in this group just through pace, as Marko alluded to. England have the pace to hurt them. Panama have the pace to hurt them as well, but I think they just have a little bit more quality. So I expect them to lose to England, but have a good game, because they always do. I expect them to beat Panama. This is the game for me. Can they control the game enough with this Ghanaian team that will run all over you, have the pace, have the athleticism that can cause you problems? So I expect them to get through. Right now, I would say they'll go second, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go through third.
Yeah, I mean...
Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. I think just this game, from a purely passion perspective, I feel like everything that Marko was talking about from a heart point of view. What Croatia puts to the table, those intangibles that are incredible, debut at a World Cup, they're just going to play that little bit more to balance the game out, because I think they know they don't have as much quality as England, and they don't have the speed that England has. So... playing that underdog role in your World Cup debut might surprise.
They beat us in 2018, I believe.
I
think they beat us in 2018.
In the semi-final.
Yeah, I think so.
Regardless, I expect England to win that game. But I do believe Croatia are better than Panama, and they're better than Ghana.
Yeah, that's fair. The one thing I did say, you know, when we mentioned Šuker, did you see Marko's face just light up? That's what football's all about.
I mean, in '98, imagine the icon that he became. It was their first World Cup. As a nation, the pride. I mean, they became independent from the rest of Yugoslavia in 1991, and then they finally got their opportunity in 1998, right?
Great. Unbelievable story.
And he ends up being the top goal scorer at the 1998 World Cup. I mean, it's pretty iconic. What a moment of national pride.
What a player. Hopefully we get to do him as, like, one the streets won't forget.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie A, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.